Let's do this. Security. 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 Frag him.
How'd you like that?
Maybe. Garth, you're leveling up. What do you recommend? Yeah, that'd be useful. I accept. Flurry. This guy. Zedra.
Yeah?
No, not the evidence mid-attack. Just a regular old mid-attack. Sure. Flurry.
Die already!
Flurry, flurry, flurry. Or not. Fragger. Damn it. I was going to try to see if I could run before it went off. Guess I couldn't. Welcome into the dark side. This way I'll attract less people to begin with. And we slowly draw them in the midst of us. Wait for them to see us. Or not. Mission, let's give you a blaster so you're not running off into the middle of the room. Me as well for the moment. Set a little bit of an ambush. You guys. Oh, there we go.
How'd you like that?
You'll pay. Ugh.
It's just a hidden bag. This Adra's over there. Pretty sure. Let's go around this way. Focus her. Bragging. Power blasts.
Huh?
Nice trap. We got it. Advanced. Fine. He locked. Grenade.
Take that.
Down you go!
Okay. Boots and guts, boots and guts, boots and guts. Where are you going? Okay, back. That's what I told you to do. Security over
Sure.
It's mine. This is also mine. What's around here? I don't know what is in. Mission? You're up.
Huh?
Just move that for me. Make sure I got everything out here. I did not. I skipped that apparently.
What?
Yeah?
Oh, hey, Eddersis. Let's just save it right here. So we have a fight.
Yeah?
We have a fight.
Yes?
Who are you? You can't come in here. Sound the alarm, Gaddon!
Relax, Kira. This is an ally, not an enemy. He's promised to help get our prototype accelerator back from the Vulkars.
You're too trusting, Gaddon. These must be the assassins Brejik sent. How else did they get in here? Liar. The guards would have announced you. Gaddon, we're under attack.
Gods. Who to kill first? Grenade first of all. Let's do that. Whoa.
How'd you like that?
That hurt. Whoop. I accept. Nope, I need to use the Vibroblade. Mission as well. Karth, you are going with the Disruptor.
What?
Okay. That's it.
Yes?
Yep, going dark side. Welcome, lone madman. I mean, mostly evil. I mean, I'm not a monster. I'm not going to like kill a bunch of innocent children, but I'm going to kill pretty much everything else.
What? On it.
Just because I'm evil doesn't mean I don't have a heart. You're failing me, Karth.
How'd you like
Yes?
that?
Plus, Force Lightning is way too much fun not to have it. Just wreck roomfuls of people. I got new toys. No, don't need that. We'll keep that. Strength, fortitude, reflex. Keep you. We will give you the. I wanted to give you. Give you that. Karth, you're fine. Actually, I want to give you your gun back. Yeah, it kind of is. You're not as restricted into what you can do. You can do whatever the heck you want. It's fun. Plus, I honestly think you get more experience as Darkseid because you fight more things. I enjoy it. But I've done both.
What?
But yeah, Darkseid's generally more fun. Stop freaking out, man. Stop freaking out. Now you're frozen. Damn it. Now you're frozen too. Everyone's frozen. No! Oh, I paused the game.
Yes?
Ha. Didn't notice that. Whoops. Yeah, there's no one left. Do. Oh, there's one guy left.
You asked for this!
Sorry, my screen's a little messed up, so let me check this. Yeah, extortion for the win. More fun, more money. More problems. It's time for some swoop racing. Or as my good friend Thespian Rebel says, swoop, there it is. Again, courtesy of Thespian Rebel.
Tabistyo bang konkipangpa, chingpala chiskamuli, tunirana no prata dunkno sarchadoma wama kun bestoma. Nisha chilo chakin kuno bamuli raji kun. Karatumpa kun baliya mokapata.
Fine, the deal.
Kuno bamuli raji kun. Tong napkuya mi juz kachita na tong haituam jiji yumalit pa ang ningkotu.
And when we win the race,
Shagjikin Lord Chawata uma?
explode.
Ayutong abug siyam uninong? Wanga kun bistking bamulira.
I ain't afraid of no bike.
Shagjikin Lord Chawata uma? Kavavol bamulji gumana. King kun shachiking ni king kun no bamulira jikun? Wamakun bes. Chinpalamutong abug siyam uninong.
Literally, Huttese did not take that long to speak. Stop it. I know a little bit of Huttese. The one word I can always call to mind is Swepatu, which is sweetie pie. But I also can speak a little Shriwook, some Wookiee speak. So you just go up to a girl in a bar and you go, and that's, can I buy you a drink? In Shriwook. And it has worked. It has worked once that I've tried it, and I've only really tried it once. So it's 100% rate, man. It works. It's not Twi'lek, it's Huttese. The Twi'leks all speak Huttese because many races were taken under the wing of the Hutts when they first expanded their galactic empire. And so their own languages were wiped out and replaced with Huttese. So Twi'leks, Rhodians, they primarily speak Huttese. There's several other minor alien races. They also predominantly speak Huttese, just because they weren't allowed. No, it wasn't Lee. It wasn't. This was someone else. This was a girl at summer camp a couple years ago, one of the fellow counselors. Let's start the race. Whatever. Wait, what button am I using to accelerate? Yes, remember Black Vilkers. Say that Faust. Let's go. 3843. I'm going to assume I know what button I Oh, okay, so it's telling me. Left mouse is accelerate and shift. Okay, cool. Oh, I did that wrong. I did not hold down the mouse button. I was holding down forward. Damn it. Damn it. Still beat it. Even though I wasted several seconds at the beginning there. Someone just beat my time. They ain't over yet. You take too long to talk. Let's do this again. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to the time. I find this a little easier to control. You just told me that. Yeah, I was wrong to include the Twi'leks in that list of races that only speak, or that way are made to speak Atese. They speak Twi'leki, which involves Leku. True.
I, Brejik, leader of the Black Vulkars. Well done.
You gonna
Through
die.
your skill and courage, you have proven yourself the
It's not bad
premier
either,
swoop
Twi'leki.
rider and brought great glory to the Black Vulkars. That's why it is with the greatest sadness that I have to inform you of a slight change in the prize I am offering for your victory.
I am Valor. Evil Lord. I am evil. Yes. Yes, you may. We are here to talk Star Wars. We just talked about languages. And I shared a Wookiee speak pickup line. It has worked before. Things about to get serious.
When you hear what I have to say, you'll understand. It seems the woman I offered up as a prize is more than just a Republic officer.
Dun,
She's
dun,
actually a
dun,
Jedi.
dun.
I
Oh,
had to
wait,
equip her
no.
with a neural disruptor collar to
Wrong
keep
John
her
Williams.
mind in a state of unfocused confusion, just to make sure she doesn't use her force powers to escape. Obviously, I can't turn her over to you. It would be far too dangerous to have a Jedi as a slave. But rest assured, I'll find some other way to compensate you for your victory.
We had a deal.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the
Pop
future.
quiz, is he Duros or Nemodian?
As it says,
Not the black guy, the guy
slave
behind the
market
counter.
myself, nobody can
Duros
stop
or
me.
Nemodian?
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Yeah, you won't regret that again. And what is the difference between Duros and Nemodian? Dun, 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 dun. We got one guy left. Come on. Let's take it forever. It's not epic anymore. Dun, dun, dun. I am a huge fan of the EU. Right now, I'm still on kind of a probationary status at Disney. I have not watched the Rebel show much, and I haven't read any of their new books because I am a fan of the EU, and I have a lot of it. A lot of the games, a lot of the books. Actually, those are just my hard copy books. I actually have every EU book in digital format. I haven't read all of them. I've read a lot of them. I'm working on more. And I'm working on playing the games I haven't played before. But I definitely prefer the EU so far. We'll still have to see where they go with this. My main issue with what Disney did with the EU is that they took it as too restrictive for their creativity, so they just wiped it all clean. Whereas there was still so much room for stories. Like, I'm looking more forward to their standalone films than the sequel films, just because the standalones have the opportunity to intermingle with EU canon without completely destroying it, whereas the sequel is completely destroying it because they're just going to pick and choose what they want from the EU. And when you have a group of people at LucasArts whose job it is to make sure everything stays canon, then it's canon. And when you license it and you get money from it by saying this is Star Wars, it's canon. It's a different canon level than the movies and TV series. But still, just to say none of it matters anymore, it's a lot.
Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding nuts? Brejik and his Valkers would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight.
Because, like,
lucky I was here to
Star Wars, the expanded universe was a community. Is where people came together to tell stories that were a part of the Star Wars universe. They had to get approved, they had to get licensed in order to be part of the Star Wars universe. And it was a community of like-minded people, and then it all got wiped away, and now you have to be approved by Disney. It turned a community into like a corporation. I wasn't very happy with it. But some people were already leaving Star Wars before the takeover, such as Karen Travis, who was the author of the Republic Commando series. She left after Lucas destroyed her work on Mandalore and the Republic Commandos and the General Order of the Republic Army with those episodes in the Clone Wars series with Delta Squad and with Mandalore, and she actually left, and there's actually supposed to be a 6th book in the series to be written, but she wouldn't do it because it apparently didn't matter anymore. Someone could just say, oh, hey, I like what you did there, but let me change it. Even though, you know, we made money off of your idea.
Carth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news.
I feel very strongly
Carth
about
is one
this.
of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over.
But I'm still looking forward to new
He
stuff.
misjudged you. Carth wouldn't have
Yeah,
sent you if he wasn't
I'm still
confident in
looking
your
for new
abilities.
stuff. I'm really excited for
Despite
new
my
things to
Jedi
come
training,
about.
I still tend to
It
act
just,
a bit
I don't
rashly
know
sometimes.
yet
Please take
how
me to Carth right away.
I'm going to like it.
Between the three of us, I'm
Whether
sure
it's
we'll
going to
figure out
be,
some way to
oh
get
hey,
off
this is
planet
awesome
before the
Star
Sith
Wars
arrive.
content, or hey, this is awesome Star Wars fan fiction with very high budget, Disney backing it.
You cannot win, Revan.
Yeah, go ahead. No, not black screen. You just missed it.
Bastila, you're
I
alive.
see it.
Finally,
I'm pretty
things
sure I
are
figured it
looking
out.
up.
Every time there's
Now we
a
just
big
need to figure out a way
cutscene
to
like
get
that,
off this planet.
You don't have a plan to get off Taurus.
I lose.
What have you been doing all this time?
I lose my footage. Because it did that the first time I streamed with the first cutscene. So I think that might be a thing. See, it's back now. You just can't watch the cutscenes, apparently. The cutscene was Bastila fighting Revan, and Revan losing. That's all you missed. Or not. It's black again. Wait a second. It should come back in a second. There we go.
I see. Now that I'm back in charge
So it's
of the session,
cutscenes that
perhaps
do
we can
that,
start
apparently.
doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me
Yeah.
as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Carth. I am a member of the Jedi
Yes,
Order,
continue,
and
I am
this is
evil
my
lord.
mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Carth,
You know, I
stop
have my
whining.
doubts about this mission, but I figured the Jedi Council wouldn't put you in charge if you weren't prepared. But here you are, acting like a spoiled child.
I see. It's true that I don't have much military experience. Perhaps I should not be so quick to judge. Very well, Carth. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get
Then
off
stop
this
getting
rock.
hung up on
the
it, Carth.
answer is out there. We
Just
just have to
stop
find
whining.
it.
Well said, Carth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taurus. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. Is something wrong? You seem as if...
Fighting me. I lost my hood. Where's my hood?
This is
Yes, play it off like we don't know.
Such visions are often a sign of force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some
I
connection
totally
to the
don't know
Force.
that you stripped me
It would not be
of my
unheard of.
talent.
When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. Once we escape Taurus, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand
Sure
the
they'll
significance of your
understand.
vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task
I
at
made
hand
it,
right
actually.
now. We can't
I
afford
made it
any
myself.
distractions. We need to find a way off Taurus.
What I did is, well, this is one of the things I'm doing for my stream is I'm making helmets and buying helmets to wear with their appropriate game. So Imperial Commander, Snow Trooper I made as well, but this one was just a $10 Iron Man mask from Walmart, Kmart, wherever, spray painted, and then to give the illusion that it's more slim than it really is, just darkened with black paint the corners of it, and then I just used dry erase poster board and cutting it into shape using plastic just for a visor, and just kind of gluing it all together with liquid cement. And that's all it really is. It was really simple. It looks a lot better on camera, I'll tell you, than it does in person. It looks decent, but it looks a lot better on camera. And if you haven't guessed, sorry, I just copied paste that. Intersys actually lives next door to me. Did not mean to do that. Yeah. See, yeah. Cases like that, it's good. There were some contradictions. A lot of them smaller things, background stories, because you had the original stories that were told before the trilogy was even completed, so people did not even know all that much about, but they were given a go-ahead to do this story, and they end up being contradicted later on. So yeah, you do have instances where that occurs, and it's not as bad as some people might let it go. In general, anything that majorly was contradicted was pretty easily retconned, actually. Like Han and Leia's actually had like 2 weddings. One of them was retconned to have been interrupted so that the second one could occur correctly. So yeah, there are those instances where they can bring together elements of the EU, but then there's also that possibility where they can totally hijack it and change it completely. Like, one of those instances is the New Jedi Order, which, honestly, one of the best series of Star Wars books. It was awesome. It was great. It was wonderful. It was like 15 books, too. And I loved it. I still haven't read it all, but I like it a lot. And it was really good. It was at this time frame where they said that they're going to do the new movie 40 years in the future from Return of the Jedi, just like it's been 40 years since Return of the Jedi has come out. And so me and several other people I know who are big EU fans were into like, the Yuz and Vong are going to fight in a movie, and this is going to be awesome. And then they swiped that and we're like, oh, it's not going to be that. Because that was a really awesome series of books that would have been really fun in film. But yeah. Well, the thing is, I haven't read any of them. I told you I'm on a hiatus from Disney right now because of that. I have to get through my mourning period of the EU's death before I get into reading the new stuff. I got to give myself time to mourn, which is part of what this streaming series is I'm going through all the EU games I possibly can until the new game comes out, which is going to be a fighting shooter game, so it's not going to be too much conflicting in story, but it'll be a new game. So I don't know too much about the new books because I haven't been wanting to read them yet. I don't want to replace my childhood. I'll get there, though. I'll eventually get there. It's gonna take a while. Do, 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 do. Hey, Dia. How's
You
it
again?
going? How's it
Why do
hanging?
you keep bothering me? Wait, think about what you're doing. If that pig had just kept his hands to himself, I wouldn't have had to give him that scar with my vibroblade. He gets drunk and tries to force himself on me, and I get a bounty put on my head for defending myself.
Well, I need money.
Where's the justice in that?
Don't blame me.
What's wrong with you? She doesn't deserve...
Then you're going to learn the same lesson
I don't wanna
taught
say that,
Gordon.
but-
I'm not as helpless as
I want my money. Did you just not even try? She did not even try to.
Yes?
Let me give her a lightsaber. Yeah, no, like, that sounds awesome. But, like, with the Rebel show, the Inquisitor, I don't really like the thought of the Inquisitor, like, at all. I don't like him. Giving Darth Vader an apprentice to fight for him was never really done in the EU all too well, because he was the apprentice. Vader is the apprentice. There were other agents of the Emperor, such as Mara Jade. Mara Jade was the right hand of Palpatine, and she was trained to use the Force for dark assassin-like purposes. But they're playing the Inquisitor off as, from what I've seen, I might be wrong, but from what I've seen, he's like a Vader kind of apprentice guy. Again, I haven't seen too much, but seeing him, I didn't like the thought of him. Sure. Okay, cool. Go ahead. I've seen like 3 episodes of Rebels. Not you. I'm looking for the other bounty guy. He might be in the other apartment building. And also, I'm coming from the EU standpoint of, I don't like Disney right now. I don't want to like anything they do. So I'm going to look at everything very prejudiced for the moment. Although I am confused at what this does for Knights of the Old Republic. Because the Old Republic's still coming out because EA has the rights for the games, and the Old Republic keeps going. So I don't know if the Old Republic is considered canon now, since it technically started before the Disney wipe, and if that is canon, is this canon?
Marcel, I was wondering.
That's another thing that I'm confused about, is where Knights of the Old Republic and the Old Republic stands in canonicity.
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait, let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean,
Okay.
isn't that a violation
Okay.
of some kind of Jedi code or something?
That does make a lot more sense. Again, I hadn't seen much, and it was kind of what it looked to be, so that's what I went with, because I didn't want to like it. But yeah, no, that works. And now I know. And now I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't want to do that yet. I don't want it. I don't want to like it. Still very against what Clone Wars did to the Republic Commandos. I will not get over that, ever.
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my
Yeah, I
belt
like
and rolled
that.
under my seat. The Vulcans probably
I
found
do
it there
like
when
that.
they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a
Stop selling me on the
Jedi
new
losing
stuff.
her lightsaber.
Stop it.
Take my advice. This is one detail. You might
I don't enjoy it.
Texts. I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Alright, I'm going to the other apartment building. Yeah, I've started to realize that here in the past week or so. Come to that conclusion. I still don't want to like it. I don't want to accept it. I took it at the face value the first time of like, you're getting rid of this. What? And I just want to hold on to that for a little longer. I'm not done mourning. It's it will be two cannons is all it will be. You'll have the EU canon
What do you
or
want
the
now?
Legends, and
You're
you'll
not
have
going
the
to tell
Disney
Davix bounty
canon.
hunters where I'm hiding, are you?
And I know the Disney canon's going to be good. I know it is. Just like I know the movie's going to be good. I just don't want to admit that at the moment. Although I just did admit that. Also, this raises the question: how do Star Wars trivia contests work now? Will they have to specify with the trivia contest what type of canon it is? Or will individual questions specify canon? That will be interesting. Really interesting, actually. Like a big convention, Star Wars trivia contest, individual questions saying, in the Legends continuity, what happens to Boba Fett? How many times does he go into the Sarlacc pit? Twice. Yeah, actually, the first time he gets
Bastila,
out,
did
he
you ever think about
kind of
joining all
loses
the
his
Jedi
memory a
who were
little
running
bit,
off
and he
to
actually
follow
works
Revan
with
and
Luke.
Malak when they went to
And
fight the
then
Mandalorians?
That
he
was
starts to get
nearly
his memory
5
back,
years
and
ago.
they throw him back in
I
the
was
pit.
still an apprentice.
And
The
then
battle
a
medical
guy who
trial
has
didn't
kind of
manifest
become
itself.
one with the Sarlacc
Yet even then, I had
talks
the
to him.
wisdom
He's the
to
guy who got him
obey
out the
the
first time, and then Boba Fett just
Unlike
kind of
Revan.
blows it up
Yes.
to get his way
Still,
out
do
the
you ever
second
wonder
time.
if things could have been different?
You know,
Would
thermal
Revan
detonators
and
and
Malak
all.
still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat. There was something
Excuses,
lurking out
excuses,
there.
Bastila.
Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you, but the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians, but you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Mandalorians would have killed
And every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
So yeah, stop it. Walk through the hallway. Yeah, just gotta work on some issues, overcome some grief, mourn a little longer. I should be done with my nostalgia by the new movie. Should be. Because I'll be going through all these games, hopefully start reading again,
I would like to know what
Invest
happened
in the
after you
new
crashed on
literature.
Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined
I'm working
forces.
through it. It's been difficult.
I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
You talking about the the mentor. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty neat. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't really get that from the 3 episodes I watched.
Yes, well, I hardly consider myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all. But I won't deny you've impressed me with what you've done. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you.
Stop
The Jedi
selling me on
Order
this.
systems, of course,
Stop it. You're making it
but
difficult
only
to
by
breathe.
drawing heavily from the Force.
You are an evil lord. You are warping my mind to accepting Disney. I think not.
Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... yes, the rescue again. Very well, for what it's worth, I concede the point to you. You rescued me from Brejik, and yet we're still stuck here on Taurus. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
It will not. It will not stay. Alright, to the doctor. Oh, that's droids. Go back this way. I just want to get off terrace. That's all I want to do. But I still want to get my stuff. Guys! Where'd you go, Bastila? Get over here. Bastila. Right ahead. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna need you as a reference guide for navigating the new Star Wars. I don't have necessary prerequisites. Oh, level 7. What do you recommend? Stun droid? Yeah, I can dig that. Or, yeah, okay. I accept. I level up. Skills. Recommend? Yeah, we'll go with that. Powers? Still can't get that. What do you recommend? Burst of speed. I can dig that. Except now I want to make sure that we take cure. Oh. Add power. Okie doke. Okay. To the medical facilities.
Yes?
Make some money.
Remember, if you get your
I have it.
remember,
I have it.
remember, if you get your hands on that
Oh,
raccoon.
fuck to Zax. Blech. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just go to the lower city.
The evil walks among
us. Something's always bothering you, Garth.
Oh, you wanna argue? So I've seen. If I were Malik, I'd be a bit nervous to have. I just don't trust easily.
Fine.
Damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malik. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith. And we were all but helpless before them. You think about it, if you can't even trust the best of the Jedi. Of course the Jedi turned to the dark side. There were others, however, who weren't Jedi. Good men, trusted men, who joined. Malik and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done. But the ones who fled the Republic, the dark side has nothing to do with why they joined the Sith. I know, and I should have. It's just. No, never mind.
friends and fellow humans. My
Bigot.
name is Gorton Kolu. I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. Though that is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the anti... You are like all the rest.
Evil.
You will not see the
Not
truth.
heartless.
On the day of... A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pot...
Let's go take care of some bounties I have.
I'm here.
I have a burst of speed.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking with your friend. Alright. I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking. Anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by...
Keep like double clicking through my conversation.
Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik, just tell her Candaris sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can... Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base...
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising.
Sooner or later, you'll figure this out. Either we work together, or we stuck here on...
No, I want to get off terrace. So bad. I also want to get around you. Hey, is that... Damn it. Stop double clicking. Oh, 400. Yeah. 400. What? Yeah. Let's go.